Hi everyone, my name's Gemma and I'm the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here to share with you some new additions to my online collection. As I mention every week, these pieces will be being added to my website from next week. But if you'd like to find out more about any of them in the meantime, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You're welcome to make a purchase and I can provide you with further information and images as well. I have 8 pieces to share with you today, so a little smaller than last week's collection. However, the collection still has a theme to it in that we're really looking towards spring now. It really feels like it's on the way. The weather's improving, the temperature that is, it's still not stopped raining here in the UK completely, but the bulbs are coming out, and so I thought it would be nice to do pieces with lots of fresh bright colours in them. We've got pinks, greens and yellows particularly today in today's collection. Our earliest piece is an Art Deco era piece, and we work right through to the 1990s in the collection that I have for you today. So I'll begin by sharing with you what I'm wearing, as I always do, and then work my way onto the tray over here. I think we can fit all of today's pieces into one video, so there won't be a sequel this week. We'll just do one video. So I'll start with these rather fabulous colourful earrings. These are wonderful statement colourful pieces for spring. They were created in France, and they were created by the maker Francois Montague, the great French costume jewellery company who are still in existence today. I believe these are one of their later designs of earrings, dating from the 1990s, early 2000s perhaps. They're gold plated, and as well as having gold plated beads and cappings, in amongst these we can see these pink glass beads and green swirled glass beads, which almost have a look of malachite to them. Yes, and they curl up the ear as well in this sort of climbing effect too, which is really nice. I'll take them off so you can get a closer look at them. You can see that they are really three-dimensional as well. The design springs forward, and then on the reverse here we've got this typical concentric circle design, which we find on many Francois Montague earrings. This particular clip back is a signature of theirs. There we go. Next, more pink and green for you in this wonderful and rare and interesting flapper necklace. This necklace dates from the Art Deco era, circa 1920. I would say it's early Art Deco, and it really does feature the most wonderful details. We've got black and green glass micro beads in strands here and here, and a little bit further up the necklace too. And then we have these glass beads just here and here, which I will show you in a moment, are detailed with little pink roses, really sweet pink roses at their centre too. And then fabulously suspended from the entire necklace, we have this chunky, faceted, immaculate pink glass oval cut stone, which really shimmers, as you can see. I'll just hold my hair up so you can see that actually there is detail in the back of this necklace too. We can see these glass rings here, pink glass rings on both sides of the necklace, which adds interest to the reverse, which a lot of 1920s Art Deco era jewellery was often worn down the back of gowns as well as at the front. So it was about detail all round. I'll take it off so you can have a closer look at it. And what's interesting about this necklace is it features its original fastening, which is not a catch, but in fact this lovely brown ribbon, which is completely original to the necklace, and still in lovely condition. You can see it's been worn, but that sort of patina and texture that it's inherited over its lifetime is part of its charm. Here you can see in detail the pink glass rings, and then all these lovely green and pink and colourless micro beads, French jet black beads, and then we've got these pink faceted glass beads here, and you can see the rose motifs within them. The origins of this necklace, I have described it as European because I believe it's either Czechoslovakian or French. We see these hoop glass rings in some French jewellery, particularly Louis Rousselet jewellery from the 1920s, but we also find it in Czechoslovakian jewellery too. This pendant design here, this faceted drop pendant, is commonly found in Czech glass jewellery too, and these beads detailed with roses, the quality of Czech glass beads and which are known for having had designs in them, suggest that these beads suggest that it might be Czech too. However, there are some schools of thought that would suggest this could be French. So if you have any thoughts, please let me know. I've said that this piece is European. It perhaps has findings from both Czechoslovakia and France and has been assembled in either of those locations. So next, let's move on now to my bracelet, which is most certainly French, and that's because it has been stamped very helpfully made in France. It's detailed with these gilded metal filigree panels, and then these gilded metal panels are interspersed with these lovely turquoise celluloid panels, which are moulded with floral designs perfect for spring. You can see that there's 3 of these panels around the length of the bracelet, and the bracelet features a nice safety chain too, and a hidden box clasp as well. So I'll just unclasp it so we can have a closer look at it. I'll undo the safety chain first, and then I will undo the box clasp, which just pushes in here. I'll just get my finger underneath it. Hold on a moment. There we go. So I'm just looking for the mark. There we go, made in France too, and you can see the design right along its length, this vibrant turquoise and gold really complementing each other in the piece. Next, let's move on to a brooch. It's a lovely sweet piece, again perfect for spring in that it shows the natural world, and those of you may already recognise it as featuring the matte Russian gold plate of the Joseph of Hollywood Company. It's a bee motif, a really sweet bee motif, which is one of their most popular designs, and it's stamped on the reverse with the Joseph plaque here. I've described this as vintage, as Joseph reproduced a lot of their pieces and are still in existence today, making pieces. However, I believe this example dates from the 1950s, 1960s. You can see it's really sweet and pops against any colour in that rich gold tone. Next, let's move on to another necklace. This is an Art Deco necklace, really, really subtle, very, very wearable, and it's constructed from sterling silver and detailed with these bezel set mounted faceted green glass stones, which are open back mounted too. It fastens with a tiny bolt ring, and the chain is very, very delicate indeed. I'll just pop it on for you. Hopefully I can get it to fasten. There we go. And you can see how these green colours are really, really vibrant and rich and pop against the skin. They look great worn with another complementary green, as I'm doing, or perhaps layered with other chains and pendants of different colours too. So this piece is again circa 1920, dating from the Art Deco era. Next, let's move on to another pin, another sweet pin. Both of the brooches I have today are fairly small in size, and this is really interesting. I'm hoping you can see the design a little on it. The ring light is reflected in the dome of the brooch. This is a piece which I would describe as faux Essex crystal. Essex crystal is domed and are antique pieces, domed glass, reverse carved with often animal-like motifs and then painted. This isn't reverse carved, but it's made to look like Essex crystal. In actual fact, these are probably sequins or paintings attached to an iridescent backing, and they are pictures, little pictures of goldfish swimming around in a tank. It's really, really lovely, really unusual. I haven't seen an example like this before. It dates from the 1950s. Has a great good strong fastening mechanism on the back. It's made from gilded metal too, and it's just a sweet piece for a pin collector perhaps, and again has really nice colours for spring. The iridescence makes it really pop too. Next, let's move on to another necklace. I'll just take this one off, and I will share with you this 1930s Art Deco era example of Czechoslovakian glasswork. This is a Czechoslovakian mirror glass. We have these baguette cut faceted panels along the length, and then these lovely curved teardrop shaped panels, 3 of them at the centre. It's quite an unusual mirror glass design. I haven't seen this before. These are all set and mounted on brass, and they're in a lovely shade of yellow, which is perfect. I've just been looking online at clothes, as I often do, and yellow really seems to be the shade of the moment. So this would be perfect for the upcoming season if you want to be on trend with your colours. Finally, I have a set for you. This set dates from the 1950s and is American in origin. I believe it was made either by Robert Originals or Miriam Haskell. It is, however, unsigned. We've got the typical gilded metal filigree, which we often see used by those 2 makers, milk glass stones, which we often see used by them, and then all of these stones are hand wired to form floral designs, and gilded metal leaves as well, which we also see a technique employed by these 2 design companies. So we've got the brooch here, and then the earrings, which I'll just pop in. They're a crescent moon shape, which is really sweet. And as you can see, they really complement the brooch nicely as well too. I'll hold the brooch up against them so you can see these as well. Really pretty. Okay, that's my selection of pieces from you. I'm about to run out of time, so I'll just recap. I have the American 1950s set, the Czechoslovakian mirror glass 1930s necklace, the French 1930s bracelet, these Francois Montague 1990s earrings, this Joseph of Hollywood vintage bee brooch, this green glass Art Deco necklace with silver, this goldfish brooch from the 1950s, and this Art Deco fabulous flapper necklace from Czechoslovakia or France. See you all again soon. Take care. Bye bye.